on the ground, Dan.
Okay, so I don't want to get political or anything because that's not what this podcast is about.
Right, right.
boy.
It's not that what
This podcast is just what we would
whatever
talk
we
about
want
normally.
it to be. Yeah,
We have a plate of cookies and soft lighting.
it's true. That's true. But I mean, I get it. Everything's so political, and people listening to. I consider ourselves like an entertainment podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, industry, if you will.
Right. So, and I wouldn't want it. So
We are the industry.
I don't mean to take it to a political direction, but
With that said,
what
what political thing are you gonna bring up?
the Jesse Smollett deal. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe.
Okay, so have you heard about this at all? Do I need to do like a quick little synopsis?
Sure, go
Yes.
Okay, so Jesse Smollett is an actor on the show Empire, at Fox, right?
I already know about it. Yep.
Okay, so you know about it. So he fakes this thing, and he he's like, oh, these two guys, MAGA, they beat me up and poured bleach on my face, all that kind of stuff.
And I fought back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he turns out it was these two Nigerian guys who worked on the set with him, and he hired them, and they beat him up and all this other kind of stuff. And these guys confessed to it. They brought they found the bleach, the masks, and the rope all in these guys' apartments and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
He gets charged with 16 felony accounts.
Yeah.
He goes to court yesterday,
No. This was,
2 days ago.
This was a couple days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
It was the day before I came over here to drop off all the stuff. So I think it was like Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, which, I mean, our poor podcast listeners, I don't know what day that was. It was like the 26th or something, 27th.
I don't know what today is.
It's for our own cognitive calendar.
Yeah.
Is it Friday?
He, it is Friday. They basically opened the case for like 5 minutes, dismiss him of all charges, drop all the charges, expunge his record, and then expunge. Sorry,
You're good.
and then seal the case.
Yep.
So you can't see any of the pay. You can't see anything.
Not without a court order.
Yeah.
So what was he benefiting from that? Just getting publicity for like.
Well, he didn't want to
woe
get
is
fired
me?
from his show, wasn't it?
No.
They were afraid that he was going to get fired, or
That was one of the.
I think he was getting fired or let go or written off. I thought I heard.
But then the writers for Empire and the executives and all that kind of stuff, they said, no, we were never going to get rid of him or whatever. So if you take that into account, then what they think is that he was hoping to up his self publicity and make himself worth more.
oh yeah,
So he was okay. So was it that he was afraid that he was about to get written off?
I think he was wanting more. I think that he was wanting more money.
well, any news is good news in the
Right.
entertainment industry.
Yeah.
As
So
long
if
as your
he
name
could
is
get
out there.
And then he got this whole everyone's a racist thing going on right now, and he hates Trump. He hates Trump's. I don't know if hates Trump's probably a strong word. Allegedly hates Trump, and allegedly hates his supporters and all that kind of stuff. So he made these guys look to be these MAGA hat wearing white guys, and come to find out it was two Nigerian dudes.
Yeah.
So
God.
yeah, he gets 16 counts, and then they just drop him.
Yeah.
And then they seal the case, and you can't. It's not like public record or anything. You can't go look at it.
Well, and there's the thing of that he said he wasn't guilty, but yet he took a plea deal is what the thing was, that you are guilty, but we get to keep, the city of Chicago got to keep his $10,000 bond. So somebody put $10,000 up to basically bail himself out of jail. And when he went to court, he was supposed to get that back after the court. Well, they're just like, well, just donate this to Chicago and then you're free to go.
Yeah.
It's like, why
That's
would you
the
take the plea
cost
deal if you're, innocent?
Yeah, if you're innocent, why would you pay any money? If I was completely innocent, you're not taking my 10 grand?
Right. It's an interesting thing,
It's got, I'm up to hear about it, man.
Yeah.
Because I was so happy, because Amber told me this story. She's like, did you hear what happened to that guy? And so she kind of told me the story, and I was like, man, that's terrible. That's a trashy thing to do. It's a horrible thing to do to somebody.
Right.
And then it came out that he faked the whole thing, and I was like, well, now he's the piece of garbage. What the heck?
Yeah.
And then I was kind of excited because I'm like, you've got this fake racism thing that everyone's throwing out there like crazy, and then finally we see it, and it's like, yes. And now it's like, now there might actually be some justice done to this thing. The dude's got 16 felony accounts. He should be thrown in jail.
Right.
And then,
But did you hear the actual sentence though? How long?
How long?
that
was
he
like-
was going to get?
It was like 60 years or something crazy.
Well,
No.
16 felony counts. I mean, that could stack.
It's
Oh, yeah, what
stacked way up, and I was like, no way.
They probably did that because they knew that they were going to get a bunch of them dismissed. They were probably hoping to get the guy like a year.
Well,
in
sure,
jail.
I assume
Yeah.
that, but like still, like the
those-
fact that it added up. I guess that's the system. I guess that's how they do it.
Well, that's your maximum what the judge can sentence you to.
Oh, okay.
For
I
all
thought-
60 or
See,
16.
I've heard the other side though. I heard that all he was going to get was community service anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But that's been happening for years of stars that do horrible
yeah,
things.
it's terrible.
And then it's just like, oh, you get like 5 seconds in jail.
Yeah, they talk about on the radio. It's called like I don't know what it's called, but they're talking about how it's like rich privilege.
Yeah.
If you will.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob when they stole the balloon. They're like, all right, step in jail. They close the door. And then, all right, you're free to go.
You can steal a balloon. It's free balloon day.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what it basically equates to.
But it's like it's frustrating because it's
Yeah.
like this dude. But apparently Trump's supposed to be. He's apparently came out and said the FBI was wanting to take a look at it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes,
Yeah.
if anything. But I don't know. It doesn't have to. This doesn't even have to be a political issue. But I'm like, what do you guys think? Like, are you as pissed about it as me, or it's just
like,
me?
I'm upset when anybody doesn't get like their just desserts. Like if they did a thing. Now I don't know. I wasn't there
Right.
with what happened, and can't speak beyond a reasonable doubt. But like, yeah, I love it when people get like what's coming to them after trying to like weasel out from under it.
Yeah.
But like, and this is one of those situations where it's like, well, he weaseled out.
Yeah.
That sucks, and I'm still gonna live. I'm still gonna sleep tonight. But like,
You have to
I
assume that's
wish-
just all because of money. Like that's how he's able to, which is even more frustrating. You
Yeah.
know, the fact that kind of stuff. Same thing happened with that a while back when that college dude raped that girl.
Brock Turner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, whenever she was drunk or passed out from being drunk or whatever, and he just got away because of his, dad made a plea, like it was just one stupid mistake or whatever it is,
Yeah,
and
he
it's
shouldn't get
just like,
punished for 5 minutes of action.
yeah, it's
Oh
it's-
my god.
And he's like, well,
What a
prison will
joke.
negatively affect my son. It's like, well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it does.
And raping that girl negatively affected that girl.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Now we've appropriately defined what prison was like.
it's messed up, and I assume that he's paid off.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There was also like suspicion between the dad and the judge being like, in cahoots about that. Nothing. Obviously, you can't prove it at this point. Like we can't go out and prove that unless we want to start at that detective agency.
Oh no.
What detective agency?
We could be PIs.
He talks about being PIs, and I really kind of meant it, but nothing ever came of it.
How do you go about
Like
becoming
I
a
thought
private
Steven was
investigator?
into it too, but we're still not. I'm still a butcher. Like I'm not a PI.
Still,
I still play with meat instead of.
Yeah, that's so funny.
dude, we could start. Hey, we could start an audio podcast, like an audio novel.
Yeah.
Like we do now.
Yeah, but no, like a novel.
Oh, yeah, like a novella.
Like we actually write it and play out the scenes and all that kind of
We
stuff.
got to do voices.
Well, yeah, you can
Oh,
do voices.
jeez.
Oh boy.
Yeah, guy.
But there'll be subtle voices,
Sort of like
you know.
molasses just spilling out of your mouth.
What?
The Office, dude. What?
The Office. Oh, Kevin
Oh,
Samuel
come
doesn't get
on.
it.
Oh
Dang.
shoot!
I
I gotta
watched
buy
an
my ticket
episode
still for
last
that.
night.
You do.
Crap! Am I the only one?
No.
Okay.
There's only
except
teams
John.
of 8.
Yeah.
So
How many you got so far?
3.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like
Well, Kevin, did you buy your ticket yet?
I have not bought my ticket. I
Okay.
get paid
So yeah,
too.
still
the night
3.
before Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really hoping that my boss doesn't.
I'm taking this is a magic.
But it starts at like
Well, we can talk about this now on the podcast.
What is it?
we sent you in the group chat.
What? Chat?
Yeah. We're doing.
Maybe. What is
Are
it?
you
The
serious?
Office trivia.
The Office trivia.
What? Where? When?
You were not in that chat. There's no way you're not in that
He
chat.
was totally in that
Yes,
chat.
you are.
Well,
There's
hold
no
on.
way
You
you're
and
not.
Amber. Okay,
I did
for
not.
those of you
I
who
did not
don't
include
know,
Amber. I don't think.
How much
'Cause I was
did-
like, oh, see what's on
Thank
Amber.
God.
How much is the? How much is it?
Kidding?
How much is the ticket?
Not really.
20,
$20.
15, $20.
Really? Is it like? Oh, we got this.
Dude, you get to be Jim.
Yeah.
I can be Jim.
I'm
you,
Dwight.
you have to dress up.
Really?
Tyler
Okay, yeah,
texts us
dude. Because
every
there's
week
no
she-
way.
Amber can be pregnant Pam, and I can be Jim, like we did that one time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, she's not pregnant.
Okay. I was like, is this how you're telling us?
No.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, dude, you're totally in
Yeah.
this. Like, I don't understand how.
It's got all the gifts of the
It's
Office.
not your phone anymore. You got
Okay.
the newest.
I think I just went through all the gifts and never.
Oh, did I add the wrong one? No, I thought I deleted the other one.
Oh, dude, you do keep
put the wrong
texting the old number.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you text the wrong number.
Oh man,
That's okay. When is it?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
The night before Easter.
Yeah.
It's 420.
It's on a
How many?
Saturday night.
We have 8. Okay. All right,
It's literally
we'll get
on
this figured out.
420.
YOLO. Yeah, I wrote off early on 420. Like
Yeah.
I need off by 2:00
Right.
on 420. Like that's
Yeah,
gonna be.
because it's so funny. You text us and that. I was like, I have to be Kevin.
damn, I'm gonna delete your old number right now.
You do have to be Kevin.
I already got the ball.
Either that or Oscar.
No, that's
You gay?
wow.
No, I said in my opinion, everybody can dress up how they want. But
No,
I, said,
I like Dwight. I want Dwight.
Yeah, I was saying like
I will
he was
rock
Dwight, he was Kevin, John's Andy,
Yeah.
Kyra's Angela, your Jim's Amber's Pam.
And then
I-
Shelly was Toby.
Shelly was Toby.
He's like Shelly, Toby. Sorry.
I didn't know who else I could be. I was like, oh, I guess the only reason Michael. I feel like an egotist. Like even John made a joke. It's like, oh yeah, as soon as I read that you were Michael, it's like.
I figured you would pull the Michael.
But I was like, okay, can you just spray my hair black? Like they have that stuff.
so
Yeah.
good.
Or I can
wanna
put or I put a bandana on my head and be Prison Mike.
Prison Mike.
be prison Mike.
That's good.
Prison
Oh,
Mike.
that's so
Because
good.
I did go as far as buying the mug,
Did you?
World's Best Boss or
Dude,
whatever.
What if I recreate Recyclops?
We'll win for sure.
Dude, I was gonna
They
be
hand out apparently it's like Dundies. Like they hand out like best dressed like Dundies.
Oh,
Really?
no
I
way.
think so.
I'm going to do the book face thing.
Oh
The
yeah,
Facebook.
Yeah. I'm going to bring the big old pot of chili.
Yes.
So,
Because
like-
is that the only scene you've seen?
Yeah.
On the way out, you have to spill the chili and then take your hand and just start scooping it back.
I was up all
see,
night.
That's the thing. Is like I have the pot, but if I bring it full of chili, I'm afraid one of them is like the people putting it on will be like, listen, we know that it's a bit, but don't actually spill the chili.
You're gonna have to walk from place to place holding the chili because it's not all in one place. I don't
Yeah.
think.
There's a magical place on the internet called patreon.com, and if you search Bite Size Mammoth, you can actually choose a tier to donate to us to keep this podcast running, and 10% of whatever you donate will go to a charity you guys choose.
If you head over to teespring.com and search Bite Size Mammoth, you can check out our t-shirts. We've got t-shirts and mugs. The shirts come in all different colors, and there should be more stuff coming soon, so stay tuned for that, you sluts.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Bite Size Mammoth.
Konnichiwa.
It's like we speak English, idiot.
Gosh.
Yeah. No kidding.
They're like, sup, bro?
Dude. So how opposed would you be for the 2020 trip to be changed from Ireland to Tokyo?
I would actually be a little upset.
Okay, we'll go to Ireland.
I mean,
I have to get money still.
same.
It's going to be expensive. It's going to be like
very
everything I have in the bank right now just to fly there.
Tax returns.
Yeah, dude. Well, like the ticket, I looked it up as if we were going this year, and the tickets were like $700.
Oh, really?
Yeah, round trip.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was way more. I thought it was going to be like
Well, that-
$5,000 or
Yeah.
something.
No.
No.
That's to the moon.
Yeah, that's to the moon.
That's like way farther away.
How you doing up there on the moon? Don't you know? They're all Canadian.
Is that what? Did they say that?
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
I watch hockey. The commentator Panger, he's painfully Canadian.
Panger.
He's
Does he
like,
hit
"Holy
dingers?
jumping, don't you know?"
No way.
Yeah, he's so bad.
That's funny.
Oh, I love that.
I listen to some Canadian podcasts or some
Yeah.
people who
Same.
are on. Yeah, and they're really close to the United States though.
Yeah.
So you don't notice any accent until they get to the part.
Yeah. They're from Minnesota.
Yeah, like, they'll draw out that one little thing, and you're like, "Oh yeah, you are from Canada. I forgot."
No, see, I listen to
Danglies,
this one.
baby.
This one I listen to. These guys are all from Canada, and they're from like, they're not quite in the middle of Canada,
Right.
but like,
Close enough.
yeah, they're pretty far up in there though. So it's like you can tell.
They're real.
Like
thick
if I
accents.
fall asleep a couple nights in a row listening to them, like the next day I catch myself doing it. Like without like I'm like I don't know if you guys have ever caught it. If I ever say something slightly Canadian, it's because I've been listening to
You just pick up those accents.
conspiracy theories from Canadians.
I did that to a guy down at the campgrounds we used to go to, and he was one of the counselors there, and he talks with a very thick Alabama accent, and I didn't realize it, but like I was picking it up, but only when I was around him. So it was
Do
like
that.
a,
Yeah. You. It's like a thing. Like you
Yeah.
really start like you know.
But I
changing.
felt bad because like every time I talked to him, like, "How you doing, brother?" Like,
And he thought it was real.
and I thought he was like, I think he thought I was mocking him.
That's word, you monster.
I didn't mean to.
There was this lady at work. Okay, it was this older lady, this older nurse, and this other younger nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And she said, the younger nurse said something about being turned or something.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I don't understand that." Okay. And then
honey.
she goes, what does that mean? And she's like, she's trying to explain to her what turned means. She's like, "Oh, honey, I'm from St. Louis." And I was like, "What? Like St. Louis, Arkansas?" Like,
Yeah.
We're all from St. Louis. I mean,
yeah.
I'm from St. Louis,
She's like,
Missouri.
"I'm from St. Louis." And she's like, "Then you should be the first to have heard
Yeah.
this." Like,
I like dipping my peanut butter sandwiches in chili.
it's good.
It's bad.
It's
It's the worst.
It's really good. When's the last time you tried it?
we're going to have to
Like-
put a poll up.
When's the last time you tried it?
like one time and almost died.
How old were you?
It was like 23, 24.
What kind
Years
of...
ago?
No. But I was like 23, 24.
Well,
It
your
was-
palate changes every 7 years.
my palate will never change to accommodate peanut butter
Guys, have you ever had
sandwiches
peanut
and
butter
chili.
sandwich with chili?
I've never had that.
Guys, it's good.
Like you dip it in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you take a sandwich, fold it in half, and dunk.
Yeah, you don't eat a whole sandwich. You got to fold it in half.
Yeah.
You get one piece of bread, you fold it in half.
They were
You
doing that
smear
up
some
at
peanut
the
butter.
church after for some luncheon. One of the old guys like, "Oh, this brings back memories of barbecuing Ma and Pa and having a little
Barbecuing-
dog." And
They were
Peanut butter sandwiches?
I mean,
Well, the way Kevin said it, it sounded like he barbecued his parents.
yeah.
It's like, remember the good old days when we barbecued mom and dad? Let it go.
Yep.
Let it go.
Almost had to bleep something out there.
In the same sentence you talk about church. Huh?
Yeah.
Look at you.
How's your walk, Kevin?
It's great. It's more of a waddle.
It's more of a waddle. I feel you, brother.
I'm like,
Feel you, brother.
Brother.
Oh, man.
Brother. Speaking of brother,
Brother.
that was an interesting movie we watched half of the other night.
Oh, yeah.
We got more than halfway through it.
We have this, half of us have this tradition here, Roach and I, of watching terrible movies.
Because you guys can't hang. 'cause
I
you-
can't. I can't.
so
oh, I'm
bad.
sorry. Maybe if I got an invite, I would hang.
We have, and you're like, no, that's so bad and so lame.
No, I can't remember. Last time I thought I was going to come, but I didn't. It was whenever we watched the Garbage Day or whatever.
Yeah, that's
it was.
what, yeah.
I know. I can't remember why I didn't show up. I
It's
thought,
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
you know what it is.
We didn't watch the first one, we watched the second one
And
first.
we never said, it's called Garbage Day. The
Yeah,
movie is
it's Garbage
Garbage
Day.
Like going up to Nativity or whatever it's called to
Oh,
watch that
they
one.
went to see The Room.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm like. I'm
You
like,
throw
I
spoons
don't
at the
want to spend
screen.
money.
No. I did not hit her. I did not.
It's like $5.
Is
And you
it?
go in there and throw plastic
rich for my
spoons
blood.
at the screen.
But we watched, it's on YouTube, so you can watch the full video on YouTube for free.
What?
Santa with Muscles.
Yes. Starring Hulk Hogan.
It's 1996 Hulk Hogan Christmas classic.
So
Dang.
good. It was
Christmas
better than
classic,
I thought.
Huh?
Yeah, dude, he's like,
Why'd you only get through half of it then?
because it was bad.
It was bad, but it wasn't like
It wasn't attention.
there's
grabbing
good bad and there's bad.
Yeah.
And it was more good
This
bad.
one
like
wasn't as bad as the other one, though.
the other
Yeah.
the one prior.
Oh, what if I could?
Yeah, what if I could? That one was
That one was bad.
you couldn't follow that at all.
No, that
we
was
can't
like-
say the name of that movie on the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, live on the air.
I mean, you can because it's in the Bible.
Okay, it was called Horror.
Yeah.
You can say it because it's in the Bible.
How's your walk?
Horror is not. I wouldn't even put that on the list. I think horror's fine to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to some of the other stuff that we were talking about. Should we say this? Probably not.
No, this movie, I would not recommend this to anybody looking for a bad time. Like, it was just
Looking
not-
for that.
We're looking for a bad time.
Yeah. Well, because we thought it would, because there's one scene in the movie that's really funny. And, like, that's it. And the rest of it
it's
is
just- yeah.
really avant garde. Like, she's talking at the camera in weird scenes,
Look
like
up
in the middle of it.
avant-garde,
It's,
and then I can get it.
it's bad. It's the
you
area
tell
of
me what
bad
that
that's
means?
too bad. Like, to enjoy.
Ugh, no
To
thanks.
enjoy.
See, I think that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of
It's
sitting
very
here.
hard to avant-garde.
No, avant garde is like it's a French thing for like just out there art.
Well, I thought you just. I was hearing something else. Never mind.
See, I'm afraid of sitting down and watching this movie.
Yeah.
And then hating it, like getting mad, hating it.
No.
And then not being able to do anything about it because the rest of the room just really wants to watch this garbage movie.
Of all of us, you're the one that really likes to watch cringe compilations on YouTube.
That's true.
That's basically what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah.
We're
It's
finding
like-
movies that people made seriously to be good. That's where the quality comes from. Like a dude sat down and wrote this movie.
And thought it was the greatest
Most
thing.
of the time, it's the same dude that writes it, directs it, stars in it. You know, has a double
How did they
of
even
himself.
get funded for this?
Yeah, it's-
Who funds this?
There's dudes on the internet like us that are going, yes, I will fund this terrible thing.
they go to like, what's that? GoFundMe or the other one.
But okay, what about that movie? What about that? Is it The Room? Is that the Spoon one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what about that? Who funded that nonsense?
I think
That
he
dude,
did. I think
he
he's
funded
actually
it
got money.
He funded it himself. Nobody really knows where this dude came from. He claims to come from, it's Tommy Wiseau. I think he claims to come from France or something. He said he came to the United States and he had like it was like a hot dog stand by like Navy Pier or something, but he was a toy salesman.
What?
And then he did something, and all of a sudden he comes up with $1 million and funds his own movie. Yeah. And now it's like this cult classic. It shows at the Tivoli once a year, and we all throw spoons and curse at the screen. And
Well, what's that guy that we were going to watch his movies, but in order to get his
Neil
movie,
Breen.
Neil Breen,
He's a genius. This
He's
guy is insane.
amazing. The only way to watch his movies is to PayPal him money directly, and he'll send you a copy of it.
You have to get
Really?
a physical copy on
Yeah.
DVD from him.
It's
Wow.
We
Like,
could
we-
not pirate it anywhere. It's not on the internet.
Well, not like we tried. I mean, Cameron did look for it everywhere that he possibly could, and even he was just like, it doesn't exist.
Tattletale.
Wow. Tattletale.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
say we. I meant someone that we don't know.
Yeah, I mean someone who legally did it.
Someone who legally looked
Someone
up
that we
for
don't
illegal
know that
stuff.
did everything by the book.
Right.
Naturally.
I mean, I'm going to PayPal him the money eventually. Like, I'm
How
gonna,
much is he?
Oh,
want
I'm
for
going to
it?
buy all his movies.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to frame it.
If you don't buy them all, even if you do buy them all, I'm going to buy them all for myself. He's got
Right.
like 5 or 6 movies that you have to pay him for.